Hi, friends, and welcome to Precisely Nowhere. Today's episode is a fun one that I've been wanting to record for a while, and I have one of my favorite humans joining us today. You've heard me mention him on the show before, but he's here in the flesh. And on the DL, I refer to him as my fairy godmother because he set me up with my boyfriend and also my financial advisor. So he's changed my life completely, and I'm here for it. He's been learning how to DJ recently, and he finished a DJ competition that we are all going to hear lots about today. So we're diving right in. And I love that we're talking about trying new things as adults because sometimes that can be hard, putting yourself out there, finding joy in the messiness of figuring something out and learning. And we're going to get some of the behind the scenes moments of learning something new today. And José Salgado is here with us. I'm going to pass it off to him so he can share a little bit about who he is, where he's located currently. So happy to have you here today.
Hello. Thank you for having me. I feel like we've been talking about this for months, if not years. So I'm glad that we finally got to do it. Um,
Same.
but hello, everyone. I'm Jose, LA based, originally from the Midwest, bounced around between like SF and New York and Chicago, and now finally here. Um,
He's a great host. He loves to throw a party,
I do love to throw a party. I,
especially a
yeah,
themed party.
yeah. I was like, we actually have one coming up this weekend, which I'll send you details after this. I think you already have the invite, but still.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm getting this dental procedure done on Thursday. I have to get, well, I have to get it eventually, and I'm kind of getting
Yeah.
it preemptively, but it's a gum graft.
Oh,
Yeah, because I guess there's a few of my teeth that the gum has receded.
okay.
So it like hurts. Every time I go to the dentist, it's painful for them to clean my
Yeah.
teeth. And so you can get a gum graft, and I'm getting a gum graft on two of my teeth.
Holy shit. Wait, so that sounds intense. Did they?
Yeah, I'm a little scared. They're gonna use like someone else's tissue. I guess it's like gone
Oh,
through and like it's all yeah, there's another one that I have to do next year with my own tissue, but they're
yeah.
gonna like graft it so that it's supposed to like protect the root. So I'm supposed to not talk for like 24, I think like 24 to 48 hours after it happens. And that's gonna be the hard part.
Shit.
Marco's so excited about it. He's excited that I'm not gonna be able to talk.
That sounds really intense. Sorry, I'm like getting messages because the dog's outside is whining about something. So I'm not sure if you can. Sorry.
I can't hear him. You're fine.
Um,
So
yeah.
I told Marco he should go. I don't know if I can go
Yeah.
because I guess I can't even like, I'm not supposed to do anything strenuous, like laugh. The lady said that it's a more painful recovery, but it'll go by quickly. So
Okay. I mean, at least they're honest with you. I hate when they're like, oh no, it's totally fine, and then it's like it takes you by surprise.
yeah. And we do have fun stories to tell besides dentist stories today. I promise
Yes.
you all. But that's what's
Yes.
happening in my life
Yeah.
soon. Um, but super excited to have you here. And before we dive into the competition of it,
Yeah.
how did we even get here? Like what was the moment you decided, yeah, I'm gonna become a DJ? Do you
Yeah.
remember that moment the idea sparked where you're like, I'm gonna do this?
It's really fun. It all started off as a joke, like months ago, which sounds really ridiculous. It was sometime over the summer or like early spring, and I had like a particularly just like rough week at work. And some friends were coming over, and then we were gonna like go out somewhere, and we were just like talking about our weeks, and like all of us had like a really crappy week, and we were exhausted, and we were just like I mean, pretty much, but we're like, how do we get a new job that doesn't require us to like respond to emails or like be on Teams messages and stuff like that?
The
And
dream.
yeah, the dream. And so we were actually going to a show or something, and my friend was like, well, what about DJing? And I was like, I could do that. How hard can it be? I very quickly learned that it's a lot more complicated than I thought it would be. Um, but yeah, so that happened a couple months ago, and like we sort of like kept going with this bit of like how we were gonna all become DJs and just sort of like I don't know, like headline festivals together and like never have to go into an office again. Um, and so we started off as a joke, like truly for months, and then randomly a friend from Australia sent me a DM and was like, "Hey, they're hosting this competition in the US for new DJs with zero experience required." And he had sent it to me and he was like, you should like apply. I not once mentioned it to him that I wanted to be a DJ or that like we that,
Oh,
like existed.
the
And
universe is looking out for you.
yeah. And so I just submitted. I was like, whatever. I was like, what do I have to lose? Worst case scenario, I get 6 weeks of free DJ lessons and I get to learn a new skill. I randomly applied. I got like pre-selected to be one of the finalists and then just started the 6 week journey, which was a lot. But yeah,
I
it's
love that.
a moment where I was like, I'm gonna become a DJ. It was truly just like a bit that went on much longer than I expected it to. And here,
Here we are today, and now he's a DJ. No, I think that's great. I went to a like event in October, and one of the panels she talked about having these outrageous asks that you basically ask, like you put out for yourself, like an
yeah,
outrageous ask a week, and you never know what's gonna like come to fruition. So I think that's great that you just put
yeah.
it out in the universe.
No, I mean, absolutely. I mean, I was like we were all making like jokes and things. Like, I was like, I'm gonna win this competition. We're gonna headline, like we're gonna go on tour together. We're all gonna quit our job. And so like I don't know, I think Julia Fox has like a quote about like you have to be delusional. Like
Yeah,
delusional in like what you want because like everyone that is anyone like was delusional at one point. And I do believe that, honestly.
I do too. I love a little bit of a Delulu, you just gotta keep
Yeah.
that with you every day.
Yeah. Life's too serious to not be delulu.
But you gotta put that on a sweatshirt.
Yeah, truly.
I love this so much. What surprised you the most about learning to DJ? Is there anything you wish someone would have told you beforehand?
Something that like really, really surprised me was that I didn't realize how much research goes into putting together a set. Like, like everyone that's like at a bar or a party, whatever, like they'll go up to a DJ and be like, "Oh, can you play this song or whatever?" And like, so I assume that like you just sort of have this like open catalog of like all the music available to you. And like that's not necessarily true. Like I found myself spending so much time just listening to different tracks, different songs, like finding remixes. And it's like so labor intensive. Like I spent like the full 6 weeks just like looking for songs that I thought were fun and cool, interesting. And in the end, like I only needed 12 songs, but like it just took so long to like really like understand the song, like how it's composed, like how it goes together and like how it can bleed into another one. And I think that was like the most surprising. Like like everyone like assumes like, oh, DJ, like he's on stage and he's just doing it live. But like there's so much pre-planning that goes into it. And like obviously, like as you are more comfortable with your library and you've built it up, it becomes easier. But I think the upfront cost was like a big surprise to me.
Yeah, you definitely don't think about that. I feel like I've seen a little bit of that, a glimpse of that because, Marco has been DJing since he was a teenager. And yeah, the prep work that goes into doing events, like sometimes you have to refresh your library a bit depending on what type of event it is. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of work people don't realize.
Yeah. And you have to buy the music. Like
Yeah.
I haven't bought music in forever, and songs aren't 99 cents anymore. Like inflation is real. I was paying like it was big surprise. My credit card got a lot of use in the 6 weeks I was learning this.
It's so funny to think about when songs used to be 99 cents. Like,
Yeah,
I feel like Gen Z probably doesn't even know what that means.
truly like the iTunes like 99 cent song. Yeah.
So it sounds like it's shifted the way that you listen to music. Do you hear
Yes.
songs differently now?
I think I'm starting to recognize when like songs are composed in like the same key. And like it's like easier for me to identify sometimes. Like I can't name the key that it's in or whatever, but I'm like, oh, it's like very similar sounds to like this other song, which is good because like then I can like think about like, can I mash them together? Can I like, mix them together into a set? Um, so that's like really interesting. Honestly, like the biggest change though is like how I experience live music. Like at a bar or a club or like at a festival or whatever. Cause like now, like when I'm like listening to the DJ, I'm like, oh, like that was a sloppy transition, or like it's just like a lot more critical. I've seen some like really crappy DJs on stage, like performing for like thousands of people, and I'm like, well, they can do this and it's not very good. Like, why not me?
For sure. It's wild how you're working on this craft and you learn to listen differently because Marco's
Hmm.
like that too. He can hear things that I just don't hear because it's
Yeah,
you're training your ear when you're doing all of this, like
no,
learning.
totally.
Yeah.
And like you start to like sort of listen for different melodies or like beats and just like anything that can be an inspiration. So like I find myself being like, oh, like that was a really interesting sound. Like, what is it? Like, can I record it? Like it is fun, different. It's like a whole new world of sound.
I love it. I find it fascinating. At what age did you discover your love of music? I mean, I know you love music and you love live music. So have you always been in love with music?
Growing up, I was like the youngest of like my family, and so like all of my cousins or everyone was much older, so I spent a lot of time like by myself. Music was always just like an escape. Like we'd be on like long road trips or whatever, and so like I would just like listen to the same CD over and over again, like until my like Walkman batteries died. And I think that's, it became like something personal. It became eventually something that like you share with others, and like it was, I guess, always part of my life. Like I went to my first concert when I was like 13, and like I feel like most of my paycheck now goes to like Ticketmaster and like Access and like all these different like concerts and stuff. And so yeah, like it was always part of my life. I never necessarily thought I would be like wanting to work in it though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love that. Do you remember your first concert?
I do. So my first concert was with my aunt who wanted to see Gloria Trevi, who's like Mexican pop star. She's like Mexico's Madonna, very controversial like life. There's like movies and TV shows about it. Highly recommend checking her out.
Hmm.
But this was her first concert after she was released from prison.
Okay.
And she was pregnant. It was crazy. It was like life changing because I was familiar with some of her music, and but like seeing it live, I was like, wow, this is so much better. Like the energy, like the sort of the stage presence, and like it doesn't do like a CD listen like justice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was my first concert. Yeah, 2000 something.
Oh, wow. I mean, that
Yeah.
is quite the story. Like to be pregnant, released from prison, back at it. I'm like, good for you. Like,
Yeah. Insane. Yeah. It was a fun show. And then my second one was Slipknot, which everyone's always surprised by.
yeah, that's so like polar
I know.
opposite.
I know. It was fun though. I crowd surfed for the first time at 13. It was
I mean, you were made to be at a live music venue.
truly, truly, that is where I feel most at home for sure.
Yeah, there's nothing that beats live music. I love live music. I feel
Yeah.
like I've been moved to after my first festival when like after COVID and then I did Gov Ball with one of my best friends. I remember
Yeah.
crying, like starting just seeing Muna because I had
Yeah.
missed like the energy of
Yeah.
just sharing that experience with other people and like it's so awesome.
Yeah. No, totally. Like I think a lot of people are sort of realizing that post-COVID. Like I think that's why tickets are so expensive now. Like the resale, like people are just like so hungry for this experience. that we were denied for so long. Like I remember the first New Year's after COVID, so like 2020 to 2021, we were all together, like all of us, there was four of us, like our little COVID bubble in New York. And we were like talking about like New Year's resolutions. And I remember thinking, I was like, I'm not putting things off anymore. I was like, if there's something I want to do, I'm just going to do it because life is too short and it can all be taken away from us like so quickly. Um, and I feel like I've done a pretty good job of like sticking to that. That night I savored a bottle of champagne because I was like, I've always wanted to do this. I YouTube it and I was like, let's go. Um,
Good for you. I've seen the sabering in like TV shows and movies, and
yeah,
I find it looks fun. I definitely want to try it at one point, but I'm a little
yeah.
scared too, but it looks really cool.
It honestly, like, I probably shouldn't have done it because we had been drinking, obviously. But yeah, watched like a quick YouTube video and I was like, all right, I think I got this. And then did it in my friend's balcony. It was great. There's like a video of it. I'll have to share it with you. But like, my
Please do.
does a good job, and he's like holding the bottle that's like slashed open.
I love that. I need to see the video. You've done a good job of just like seizing opportunities and not holding yourself back. And that's something I really admire. Like you're not afraid to move back cross country once you've already moved. But it's like you got to live
Yes.
your life. You know, some people live in
Yeah.
fear. Like they get like stuck on, I can't imagine moving. Like what's going to happen? Like they're just
Yeah.
thinking too far ahead. They let fear like guide them.
Yeah. No, totally. Um it's funny. I was like, you're right. I'm definitely not afraid of moving. I'm not leaving now because we just bought a house. We put down roots. But like we would. Like I think you're right. Like I think people are always like afraid of like, well, what if this, what if that? And something that Jordan, my husband, like always says is like everything is reversible. Which I really love. And it's true. Like when we first met, like he like got it was like very early on in our relationship. He like got a job in San Francisco and it was a really good job. I was like, you should take it. And then it was like, well, what does it mean for us, me? And he was like, come with me. And so after lots of conversations, like I quit my job with no like job promise and moved out to San Francisco with him. And it all worked out for the better. Like it was about 3 months getting a job. I think things are meant to happen the way that they're meant to happen. So just do it. Like
I
don't be
love this. I love this story. I didn't know that you quit your job and moved out there for love.
I know. No, it has worked out. I mean, here we are, like almost 11 years later. So
Yeah.
it was a good gamble.
Yeah, and you got to trust yourself. You're a go-getter, so I feel like you'll be fine. Like you quitting your job, like, I mean, now you can DJ. So sky is the limit.
Yeah, that oh God. I was like, that's I don't know if I feel comfortable quitting my job now and going into like the abyss, but in an earlier, younger, crazier moment for sure.
Yeah. Everyone has heard that you finished a DJ competition recently. That
Yes.
was sponsored by Your Shot USA. Can
Mhm.
you give us the vibe of what it was like participating in
Yeah.
this DJ competition?
It's a kind of funny. Like when I first saw it, I was like, this is a scam. Like it's for sure a scam. Like they're just like looking to get our information. Like it all sounds like too good to be true. If it wasn't for my friend in Australia, like I probably would have just ignored it. But they've been doing this competition for about 15 or so years in Australia, in a couple different cities in Australia. And so this was the first time they were going to host it in the US. And so they were actually looking for host cities. And so it was LA and New York. Like they decided to do both cities instead of just one. And it was like interesting. Like they're all Australian, so they all flew here, which was really cool. Like, and so there's like a registration day where you go and like you essentially you interview with like different like of the like different instructors and different people and like what they're really looking for is like what the vibe is because like it's zero experience, so it's not like you have to test into it. That happened on a Saturday, and then they were like, oh, we're going to let you know by 11 p.m. that day, and if you get selected you have to go the next day for press shots. Uh,
Wow.
I was like, that is honestly really mean. Like it's less than 12-hour notice. But yeah, I went to the registration day. I got an email that was like, you were selected. And so like I was actually out and came home really late and then took a quick nap and then went to my press shots. So but yeah, then after that, like 2 weeks after that, classes started. And so you meet once a week for 3 hours. Everything was mandatory. They were like, if you miss a day, like unless you have like a valid excuse or a doctor's note, like you're out of the competition. And
Wow.
yeah, it was like intense, but also like they made a good point. They were like, so many people wanted to be in your position, and if you're not going to prioritize this, like you're out. But yeah, it was like the classes were like 8 to 10 people. It was really small. The instructors were amazing, Bruno and Sam. I feel like it was like something to look forward to every week.
Oh, I
Um,
love that.
and like everything. And like, I'm not gonna lie, like I was nervous because I haven't been in class in forever. It like I packed my little like backpack and I like put like a notebook and like a pen and like my laptop and like it was like kind of going back to school. And so it became like my Wednesday ritual that I would like go like a little early so I can beat traffic and then have a drink at the bar and then go to my class.
I love that. Two classes 2.0, because we weren't really having drinks before class when we were in school last time.
Yeah.
But I love this. I didn't realize that it was from Australia recently. I love an Aussie. One of my good friends is from Australia, and they are the best.
They're so nice. They were so, so nice. And they were so excited to be in the States too. Um, and like there's like this huge like WhatsApp chat with like over 100 people. And so like it became this thing of like where everyone was like, oh, like there's this party happening, or like, does anyone want tickets to this? Like it became like a really cool community.
I love this. Do you guys still have the WhatsApp chat active?
It is still active. Um, and people share like, you know, a lot of people were trying to become DJs, but I think a lot of people also like transition to like they want to throw events, they want to like manage people, or they want to like sort of be promoters for parties, and so like this chat became like a thing where like it just like information sharing of like I'm hosting this or I'm looking for a DJ to do this, and so it's it's pretty cool. It's nice that like it's such a large group with like a similar interest.
Yeah, that's always fun when you find this community that you maybe didn't even expect to find when you started the
Yeah,
competition too.
yeah.
So it's another benefit. How did it feel putting yourself out there in front of a crowd, especially while you were still learning? Because it was
Yeah,
a bit of a crash course.
yeah. um it was terrifying. Like if I'm being truly honest, like there was one week where like I just had like a really rough class. Like I just like messed up. Like it was like a one on like my first one-on-one session with like the instructor, and um like I had been practicing and I sort of knew everything that I needed to do, but like there was like the basics that like that, and this is gonna sound so dumb, but like I didn't check the board to make sure that the settings were where I needed it to be before I started playing my music. And I like it threw me for a loop, like, and I couldn't start over. He was like, keep going. And so he like made me try to fix it, and it was one, so embarrassing, and then two, it it just like crushed my confidence about it. Because like when I was practicing at home or when I was practicing by myself, like I was feeling good about it. And so I came home and I was like, honestly, like almost in tears. I was like, I'm gonna quit. Like this was so embarrassing. Like this sucks. Um, and I legit went to pick up a bottle of wine and I got some McDonald's and I went home and just started like eating it and like just trying to like feel better about it. The next day, I really focused on like my set and like practicing and stuff. And like I created my own sort of like ritual to practice. And I think at a certain point, there was a moment that I said it out loud. I was like, well, what if I embarrass myself in front of all my friends and family? Which sounds terrifying. And then I was like, wait, if I embarrass, like I'm gonna be surrounded by my friends and family. I was like, they're gonna be supportive no matter what. And like I think once I realized that, I was like, I just have to go up there and have fun. Like my friends are gonna be there. My family flew out to the competition, and like Jordan was like my number one cheerleader. And I was like, no matter what happens, I was like, I just need to see you. Like I need to know where you are in the crowd so I can look for you. Um,
Mm,
and yeah, I think once I like came to the realization of like it's not a big deal. Like it's just have fun. Like you're surrounded by your loved ones. Like it some of the pressure went away. I was definitely still nervous. It was a huge sort of like I don't know, I haven't performed in front of a stage in so long. Like since I was
yeah.
in high school. Like which is wild. So
Yeah. So what did that teach you about yourself? It sounds like you learned to just having fun is, more important, but is there anything else that you learned?
I think I learned DJing is so lonely because you're at these parties and you have to work while everyone around you is having a good time. And I was like, I don't know if I want to do this all the time. Like people are always like, you should DJ your party, you should DJ that. I'm like, I'm gonna be by myself at the party I'm hosting. Like it's that, so there's that piece. But I think there was like a couple moments where I was like looking at the crowd and I was like, oh my God, like there are so many people here. Like so many of my friends like came out to support and like we're fairly new to LA. Like we've been here probably 4 or 5 years now. And it was just so cool to see like the community that we have built, like just come and be so supportive. And so like that was like I think more than anything, I like walked away feeling very supported by like my friends and family here, which was great. Like,
You're very
yeah,
loved.
that's, thank you. I feel very fortunate. Like I love my friends, love my family, love my husband. Like it's a good community we've built here.
Yeah, you do have a great community. Jose is notorious for hosting Friendsgivings and Christmas festivities, so I feel like you bring a lot of people together.
Yeah, I think especially like after the pandemic, like people are lonely. Like you hear it all the time. Like people are like there's like the loneliness epidemic and like people are so
Yeah.
afraid to put themselves out there, meet new people. Like everyone's always like, how do you make all these friends? And I'm like, I literally just talk to strangers. Like, and we will be out and our friends will just be like, oh, this is my friend or this is whatever. And I don't know. There's always like that awkward moment afterwards when you're like, do I say hi? Do I wave or whatever? Like, are they going to remember me? Is it going to be awkward? And like now I'm just like, just wave, just say hi. Even if you don't remember their name, be like, hey, it's good to see you again. Like, how are you? Like, and that goes such a long way. Um, and yeah, like I was like, that's how for my birthday we ended up with like 100 people at
Yeah, that party was poppin'.
it was crazy. I walked around, I was like, I know who you are, but I was like, cool, welcome.
Yeah, it was good vibes.
Yeah,
Everyone brought the vibes.
yeah. And people were like talkative. They were like, I
Yeah,
think environment like opened itself up so like people were more willing to just talk to each other.
for sure. Oh, I love all of this. Friends, making friends. It can be hard as an adult and intimidating, but I think the tips that you're giving
Totally.
people are great reminders because it's really not
Yeah,
that hard. You just have to like kind of get over that fear and just put
totally.
yourself out there a little bit.
Yeah. And like the thing that also with that is like if you approach someone and they're like rude or standoffish or whatever, honestly, it's a win for you because you're like, I don't want that in my life anyway.
Truly
Like you can just be like, no, like you lost nothing.
saved yourself a lot of energy.
Truly.
Oh, I love this. Okay. Well, if you could give one piece of advice to someone aspiring to DJ or simply learning a new skill, because there's lots
Yeah.
of new skills to be learned, what would you say?
I would say it's just like mess up. Like and just don't be afraid to mess it up. Like if you're practicing or whatever, like there's always this like I need it just needs perfect, it needs to be good. Like I need to just perfect it. Like once you remove that pressure, like you can have fun. And that's like when you discover new things. Like I remember when I like after my like meltdown in class, I came home and I was like, I'm gonna go through my entire library and mix every song into each other, regardless of how crappy it sounds. But I was like, but the skills, like I'm just gonna do it and get it out of my head. And like as I was doing it, like I actually found some transitions that I really enjoyed that I worked into my final set. But like I would have never gotten there if I didn't give myself the permission to just be a complete and total mess. And so,
Yeah.
yeah, more people should be comfortable with the messiness, with getting things wrong.
Yeah, sometimes it's like it doesn't need to be perfect
Yeah,
and it's okay. It's okay to stumble. Just pick yourself back up.
totally. Yeah.
Okay, I love this. Great reminders to people because it can be challenging when you're learning a new skill and you might not be used to like not being good at something.
Yeah, totally. I swear this doesn't sound like a brag thing, but like I was always really good in school. Like I was like at like the sports that I did in like high school, and like I was like I did really well in college and like work and stuff like that. And so like when this didn't come as easily, I was like, I don't understand. Like did my brain change? Like am I and I don't know. It's just it's being okay with not being perfect is so important.
Yeah. And trying to push yourself out of your comfort zone. No, I feel you.
Yeah.
It's definitely can be challenging when you're not used to when you're used to being good at things and then you're not and
Yeah.
you're like, what's going on here? Like this is I don't like this.
Yeah. Truly, it like it takes you like on a weird like mental gymnastics, and you're just start questioning, are you actually good at things? Like, have you always been bad at everything? Like,
Good
you know, so,
reminders to us all
yeah.
to live in the messy. Well, speaking of messy, because I know that sometimes, real life competitions can get that way, especially live events. You never know what's going to happen. What was the energy like backstage, or if there was a green room? Like, were people
Yeah.
friendly? Or because I've watched so many of those competition shows where like there's always those people that are like, all right, they're just vibing, they're like getting in the zone. And then there's those people that are like in their own head, so they're starting
Yeah.
drama.
Yeah. Um, I will say that there was no drama, and like everyone was like so supportive of each other, and like because we were all sort of in the same shoes of like feeling that pressure, being nervous, being afraid, and like it was so cool to see people sort of like approach each other, picking each other up, and like being like, I'm gonna be here, like you got this. Like there wasn't any like Tanya Harding moments or anything like that. I think it's because everyone sort of knew that like regardless of this final competition, like everyone can still work in this field, and you never know who's gonna book you your next gig, you know? Or
Yeah.
like and so I think because of that, like everyone was like so supportive.
I love this.
Like
So that's how it
yeah.
should be, honestly. Like, it's not that deep. And let's
Yeah,
save the drama for reality TV shows. Like, we don't need it in our own
absolutely.
lives.
Yeah. No, it was cool. It's a like I'm very thankful for that crew. Like they're great. And I met like some good friends out of it. So
Oh, I love that. I love making friends out of it.
yeah, a nice little bonus. I didn't win, but I made the friends I made along the way is the real victory.
Right? The lessons learned and the friends made. If your DJ journey had a main character theme song right now, what would it be?
People that know me are gonna be like, of course. And I was like, it's gonna be the 365 remix by Charlie XCX and Shy Girl. Like that I was like, I can talk about that Brad album forever. It truly is amazing. But yeah, I would say that.
Okay.
That
I love this. See, something came to you.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. That album is just like so interesting because like there's so many things that like it shouldn't work. And like there are some ugly sounds that she makes really good. Like it's really like she's a creative genius.
You'll have to send me the link and I can put it in the episode description.
Yeah, I will.
I have been re-listening to Gorgeous. I don't know why I'm blanking on her name right now. Sometimes I think I need to start playing memory games because I'm like, I try to remember something and I'm like, this is writing Doja Cat.
Oh, wait. Okay. I don't know her discography. Is that her new album?
Oh yeah, and it's so good.
I've heard it good things. I need to just listen to it. I was like, I'm gonna add it now.
I really like it. There's a lot of really good songs on it. It's like very like empowering. It's very empowering, and I think you'll really like it.
I will
Yeah.
listen.
There's some good songs. Like, yeah, there's some really good songs. We'll have to recap that one after you listen to it.
Yeah.
What has this whole journey taught you about starting something totally new? Especially in our 30s when everything feels, like you said earlier, so serious. Everyone's
Yeah.
so serious.
Everyone is so serious. I think it's like no one's going to tell you what to do next. Like, and you just kind of have to figure it out or do something. And, I talk a lot with like Jordan. I was like, there's going to be a moment where like we're going to hit a cap on how much money we can make. And like, we're going to be working for other people forever unless we decide to do something for ourselves. And whether that's DJing, whether that's starting our own company, whether whatever, like, I think this whole process has taught me that like you just need to do something for yourself. And
Yeah,
like we live so much of our lives like committed to like our jobs to pay the bills and like all these things that like people forget that they need to have some fun and do something for themselves. I try to tell my mom that all the time. I'm like, she cooks and cleans and like goes to work and like she's always looking out for people. I was like, your children are grown. I was like, I do not need you to be like looking after like me or like my siblings. Like you have to find what makes you happy and just go for it.
I love this and plus one on all of that because that's something that I kind of had an epiphany about when I started the podcast.
Yeah.
I realized like, oh my gosh, I've been giving all of my energy to like other things.
Yes.
And that's lovely, but it's so fulfilling when you give your
Yeah.
energy to things that also give back to your life.
Right. No,
And
totally.
to your point, like it's so nice to have control over something, like
Mhm.
and just be able to like kind of bring it to life in a way that you want to bring it to life, not like having
Yeah.
15 other people have to sign off on it.
Absolutely. I think like what you said about like not having energy for something, like your energy is finite. Like if you are giving all of it to something that you don't actually care about, then like what are you saving for yourself? And like that doesn't mean that you have to do a bad job or like not care about other things. Like it just means that you have to prioritize the things that you do love. Somewhere along your career, you're going to meet someone that's going to be like their work is their life. And
Yeah,
they're the ones that are very capable of ruining everyone else's experience there. And like they take it personally. It's like it's not personal, it's not that deep. You can do a really good job and still be okay with walking away.
for sure. And everyone has their own journey. Like, don't try to
Yeah.
push that on someone else. They are sometimes the people that are like, they're expecting everything. And I'm like, yo, I got this personal hobby that I gotta do that, like,
Yeah,
it'll die if I don't do it. So you
absolutely.
gotta, yeah, setting those boundaries is so important.
Yeah.
I love this. I could talk about this stuff all day. I am also preaching to Marco's mom sometimes. We'll go home and, she's kind of an empty nester already too, but she's
Yeah.
a great mom. She loves her kids. So
Yeah.
she's like keeping tabs on all of them. And I'm like, have you gone swimming recently? Because she loves to swim,
Yeah.
but she
Yeah.
just doesn't make the time for it. I feel like that was one of the inspirations of like starting the pod was trying to inspire people and especially like women to take time for
Mhm.
themselves because they get put in these caretaker roles and then they
Boy.
are in them for their whole lives.
Yeah. That's so true. It's like it I think there's a lot of like guilt associated with it too. Like people are like, oh, it's selfish or like I have to do other things. And it's like, no. I was like, you can't be your best self if you're like denying the things that like bring you joy. Um, God, who's um Jada?
Pinkett Smith?
Uh, yes, she said it like in one of her like Red Table um interviews where she was saying she's like, you can't take care of others unless you take care of yourself first.
Yeah.
And I think we like people forget to do that a lot.
Yeah, they do. And the guilt is real. The mom guilt is like crazy.
Hmm.
I did an interview episode with my mom during Hispanic Heritage Month, and we talked about that a little bit because she's actually really great now at doing
Yeah,
things. Like she's like, "Peace out. I have them running on Sundays." Like,
love that.
but it takes a lot of active efforts to get there.
Yeah,
Well, now that the competition is over, do you know what's next? And you don't have to know what's next, but
yeah.
share with us. We're so curious.
Um, it's funny. All my friends are like, "Well, when's the next gig? Like, what's the next event?" And I don't know yet. Like, I think I have a friend, Ashton, who has this amazing venue in downtown LA. And she's like talking about like doing an event together for like gay Valentine's Day. And she was like, you can DJ, like we can promote it together. And I'm like, and that sounds really cool. The other thing I think about is like, I right now play techno, and I'm like, not everyone, like it's not mainstream for everyone. And so like if the goal is selling tickets, I'm not sure I'm the best DJ to do that. And I'm like realizing that, and I have to be okay with it. And like I do really think though that where this might lead me is actually to hosting events. Um, because I found a lot of joy in that in like the last couple of years, like hosting my birthday. Like I'm planning Jordan's birthday party this coming Saturday, and like it is cool to think about the logistics and like the vibes that you want to create. So I don't know when my next gig is,
I
if
love
there's,
this.
but like definitely there will be events to come in the next year for sure.
We appreciate honesty here at Precisely Nowhere. And I think that it's so important for us to stay true to like the timing of our own life and like the pace
Yeah,
of it. Cause it can feel that pressure. Like I hear you when you're saying like everyone's asking me what's next. And it's like part of you's like you want to have an answer and you
yeah,
want to keep momentum, but then yeah, like it's your journey. So I think
yeah,
it's great that you're not giving into pressures. And sometimes there's opportunities that present themselves, but maybe they're not like the right fit at that time. I think that's
totally.
great that you can
Yeah,
recognize that.
yeah. And it's also like I didn't do this so that I have another responsibility, right? So like I don't know, like I'm still experimenting. I'm still sort of like looking for new music, and I'm still like practicing the skills. But in terms of like next big performance, like we'll see. Who knows? Maybe next year for my birthday, I'll actually DJ a short set, not like a full 4 hour set, but like an hour or 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So
If I could give any unsolicited advice, I would
we,
say from someone who burnt themselves out when they started their creative passion, because I just felt like I had all these goals and I wanted to keep it
yeah,
going. And what I've learned since then is like we all have our own like creative path, and sometimes we need to take breaks in between, give ourselves a chance to like really think about what we want to do intentionally and not just like do things for the sake of it.
absolutely. And like sometimes that break, like walking away from it, like you'll find inspiration and then you can
Yeah,
come back to it whenever you want. Like I I was like, I feel like I've started so many different um like hobbies, side projects. And whenever I take a break from it and I come back from it, it's always much better. Like it's like a new perspective. It's like new ideas, and that's okay. You're working off your own timeline, and just remove that pressure of the
for
what's next.
sure. Yeah. Well, while we're maybe not knowing what's next, but we
Yeah.
are dreaming over here, just it's fun to
Mhm.
throw things out
Yeah.
in the universe. So you're headlining a set somewhere.
Yeah.
Paint the picture. Where are you? What's the vibe? Who's there? This is like dream world, it's not
Dream
tomorrow, it's not next
yeah,
year. Just,
dream world. Yeah. They asked us this in like the first class of the competition. They're like, what's your dream set? Like, what do you want to do? Like, and I think my answer is still the same. Like, I think it would be really, really cool to be like not even to be a headliner, but just to perform at like EDC in Mexico. I want to do more things that are connected to like roots. And so I think that would be like really, really cool. And I would love nothing more than to see like my friends and family like in the DJ booth with me, like just partying and having a good time. Like, because I don't want to do it by myself.
Yeah, it's very communal. I love that. I didn't know
Yeah.
that EDC in Mexico.
Yeah. I was like, I've never been. I was like, I want to go. I haven't been to any EDC.
I haven't either. That would be awesome. I love to dream
Yeah,
about that. Maybe that'll happen one day. You'll
it
catch
will.
me there. I'm
Yeah,
trying to explore and visit Mexico more.
yeah, we should go. I was like, I'll send you my Google Maps.
Yeah,
I have
do
we
it.
yeah, we have so many restaurants and like shops and stuff like that. And I love the Google Maps feature.
My dad's he bought like a piece of land in Mexico in
Oh, neat.
Rosarito. So it's only like
Yeah,
a couple hours drive away. We'll have to go. It's still being built, but it's
yeah.
like in this community, and then they're building this like big hotel right near it. We'll have to
Wait, it's
go.
like Mexican wine country, right? Or
I
no?
don't know. I don't know enough about it. I need to maybe. I mean, I would love that.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to talk offline about this.
Yes. What's one thing you want the listeners to take away from your story? Especially anyone thinking about starting something that feels out of their comfort zone.
Just do it and mess up. Get it out of the way from the beginning. That day that I went to class and I like completely bombed in front of my instructor, just mess up from the beginning, be okay with that, and then move on. You can start to have fun.
Yeah. We're all about having fun over here.
More fun. We need more fun in life.
We truly do. Are there any live shows or artists that are on your 2026 bingo card?
Um, so I'm actually really, really excited about this. I have tickets to see Hillary Duff.
No.
Yeah,
Wait,
at
where and when? I want to come.
uh,
I love her. I mean, I'm Lizzie
yes,
McGuire.
right. And she's like, I don't know when's the last time she was like ever on tour.
I used to listen to her like Metamorphosis, like though.
Yeah. Confetti, underrated album. It was like perfect pop album. Also, This Is What Dreams Are Made Of. I still do all the time. Her, she was duetting with herself. Iconic.
I mean, Paolo, come on. Like that
Yeah,
whole Rome, that trip made me want to go to Rome.
absolutely.
When are you seeing her?
It's sometime next year, but like I was like ready to buy those tickets. I was like, I don't care how much they cost. Like I need to see her. Um,
I'm like, yes, Queen, give us the
it's
music.
January.
Wow, they are pricey.
Yeah. I thankfully paid face value, but yeah, no, they went up a lot. I think you can put your list um for the LA show because she doesn't want to like overcharge people, which all the artists out there like letting people resell their tickets for like 10 times the face value. You can Artists can elect not to do that. So she's elected to not do that. Same with Ariana Grande.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see some tickets here for $638. So I'm gonna have to poke around. Dead. I'm
I
like,
paid seven, I think.
can you imagine me paying more to see Hillary Duff than I have to pay to see Beyonce?
Yeah, no, that's wild. But I mean, I feel like she's such a like millennial, like, I don't
Yeah,
know, like
she
she
is.
she grew up in front of us and like she was there every step. Disney
Oh,
Channel to her music career, acting.
yeah, when she got heartbroken around Valentine's Day, that Valentine's Day episode, Lizzie McGuire, and she was like heartbroken.
Yes.
I like was heartbroken too.
Yeah. No, she's great and unproblematic, keeps to herself. There's a really, really funny um makeup tutorial that she does online, and it was like during the pandemic, and like it was like one of her products or something, and you can tell that it was like the marketing team that was like, hey, you need to do this tutorial, and she had just put her baby down to sleep, and she was like kind of like flustered, and she's like doing it in front of a laptop, and like she's going really quickly, and she's like, I have to do this, like my my baby's sleeping, so I only have like 20 minutes because she's a new mom and she's super busy, and it's the most adorable thing ever. I was like, oh, this is Lizzie McGuire in real life. Like she's an adult now, and she's giving
Um,
while her baby's asleep.
I'll have to watch it. Okay,
Yeah,
so Hillary Duff, that's iconic. I'm
yeah.
truly gonna look into
Yeah.
tickets now, but we'll see what the value is of them. Who else are you excited to see?
Well, we have our Coachella tickets, so I'm very excited to see Carol G headline as the first Latina headliner. That's going to be
Yes.
in. They also just announced another festival in LA called Skyline, and a lot of my favorite DJs are going to be there. I Hate Models, who I love, VTSS, who I model my entire DJ personality after. She's amazing. She's like such a hot girl in the like she's so cool. Her thing. She was in Vogue recently and like as a model, and she's in an upcoming movie with FKA Twigs, I think. Um,
Okay.
so she's gonna
Multi-talented.
yeah, Eli Brown's gonna be there. It's gonna be a lot of people. So that's February. Um, I was one of the few lucky people that got Ariana Grande tickets at face value. Sorry to the gays listening. I am on the floor and I paid face value. Um,
I'm
so that
just in awe, shock and awe over here as I want to see her too.
um, but I'm excited about that. And then of course my queen, Florence the Machine.
Oh
Like
yeah. She's a beautiful
I have
voice.
incredible. Like I swear to you, like have you ever seen her live?
No, but it's on my list one day.
Yeah. Well, if you want to come, I was like, Jordan and I have not missed a single tour since we've been together in our 10 and a half years. So,
Wow.
yeah, we've
Okay.
saw her at like Bonnaroo in Chicago, at Lollapalooza, of Ball. We've seen her at like her individual shows in Madison Square Garden. Like, she's truly amazing. Like, it's like witchcraft. Her
I
voice
love
is,
witchcraft, so I'm here
yeah,
for it.
yeah.
Yeah, she's very ethereal.
hmm Yeah, and this album's like angry, and I love that. Like she's sort of like a little unapologetic in sort of what she's singing about. And then in an interview, she talked about how this album just sort of came out of her. And when she
Hmm.
sings songs, like I definitely feel like it like the her performance is like these songs are exploding out of her, like as it's like exercising this demon.
I love
Which
it.
yeah, I can talk about her all day. She's great.
Being unapologetically me is something that I'm leaning into. I've been talking about it
Yeah.
on the pod. It's my
Oh,
era of just being unapologetically me. It's not, it's like an
yeah.
era that's going to stay forever, but I'm really leaning
Yeah.
into it because I think, why, life's too serious, like you were saying.
Yeah. Also, like, if someone doesn't like it, you probably don't want them around in your life anyway. As long as
Yeah.
you're not like arm, like you can't go around being like, I'm gonna like me and then like bully people.
Yeah. Definitely not
But
spreading bad vibes or being mean to
right,
people.
right. I was like, something tells me you're not doing that. So
No, that's too much energy.
yeah, it is. It is too much energy.
Well, I love to hear all the music. It's getting me excited for
Yeah.
2026. And it sounds like you have a lot of people you're checking off your bingo card. So
Oh
I'm
yeah.
vicariously living through you.
It's like any of those dates, if you want to join, let me know. It's
You
like,
know where a lot of my money is going towards in 2026 is trips. One of my good friends from college is getting married in Hawaii.
oh, nice.
So I'm going to take a week off of work and go.
Yeah. Do you know
And
what island?
I think on Honolulu.
Okay. I was
Yeah.
like, I'll send you all the stuff because that's the team I'm working on right now. I'll
Oh,
send you.
yeah. Please do. We
Yeah.
have to book our hotel. It's like a lot of my friends from college are also going. So it'll be a fun
Yeah.
trip. And then we're going to Mexico with Marco's
Right.
family. And then I'm going to New York in January.
Oh, wait. I think I might be going to New York in January, so we should talk about that. That would be really fun.
That would be so fun. I took the week off work.
Okay. I was like, I'll let me know what dates, and then I need to talk to Jordan because it's like for his job, and I'm just gonna tag along.
Yeah. Okay, we'll chat about it after this.
Yeah.
A track of the week. What is the song you're obsessed with right now? Why should we be listening to it?
So it's funny. VTSS accidentally released the song yesterday on Cloud, and I got the alert because I'm a super fan, and so I listened to it, and I was like, "Oh, this is so good!" But she removed it today, so it can't be that one.
That's funny. Well, you got to listen to it. Did you like it?
I did like it. It was good. I was like, "This is good. Release it." It's so like my house right now is so weird because it's either Christmas music, techno, or like piano music for the dogs. But my friend Kevin, who has really good taste in music, recommended Sweat by Melanie C, former Spice Girl,
Okay.
from her upcoming album. Track is called Sweat. It's really fun, really good. It's like a nice little throwback with Mel C.
I love a Spice Girl. We will link it in the episode description so
Yeah,
everyone can easily listen to it, add it to their
yeah,
playlists.
yeah. What are you listening to right now?
Honestly, I started re-listening to Doja Cat's album
Yeah,
because I was looking at my Apple Wrapped and
great.
one of my top artists was Carol G is my top
Yeah,
artist of the year, but Doja was on there too, and I was re-listening to that gorgeous song. It's such a and she's a queen and just inspiring us all be queens. And I'm like, okay, I can take more of that.
yeah. I saw her Coachella performance. She was incredible. Like she has such stage presence. Like
She
it was so
does.
fun. Yeah.
Her SNL performance too was really great.
I don't think I've caught that. I need to watch it.
Yeah, she's so beautiful. Yeah, so I have been listening to that. That's on my probably that would be the one I would recommend. I practice gratitude, but I'm trying to practice it
Yeah,
more. So I'm
yeah,
intentionally weaving it into the podcast to
yeah,
inspire us all to practice it a little bit more.
yeah,
So for you, is there anything that you want to share that you're grateful for? Which I think you along the episode you've already shared, but as
yeah.
we're wrapping up,
So I quick tangent. In therapy, like I had talked about like feeling guilty for starting new hobbies and like not perfecting them or like seeing them all the way through, whatever that meant. And I was talking to my therapist and I was like, like I feel really bad. It feels like so wasteful. And she was like, why do you feel bad? And she's like, well, like because I'm not finishing it. I'm not doing these things. Like I don't know, I'm not becoming an expert seamstress or like doing all these things that like you would expect. And what she told me, what she was like, it sounds like the joy that you find is in learning a new skill without necessarily having to perfect it. And she's like, and there's nothing wrong with that. Well, I've removed that guilt. And I will say that, like, one thing I'm really, really grateful for is when I told Jordan that I wanted to DJ, he was like, okay. Like, there was no hesitation. There was no like ifs or buts or anything. He was like, okay, like, what do you need? How do I support you? And like, and so are my friends too. Like, I think like it's so, I'm so grateful for like the supportive community around me right now. Um, because sometimes you do just need someone else to give you that permission to just be like, do it. Like, you should do it. Like, I,
totally.
I feel very, very grateful to have that in my life right now.
I love that. And that just speaks volumes to, the partnership that you're in with Jordan. And that's so great. Sometimes you do need a push. When I
Mhm.
thought about doing a podcast, I had been talking about them, and Marco was like, you should do your own. And I was like, absolutely not. Like, how do I have any business? And he was like, you can do it. And I was like,
Yeah.
And then I got over my imposter syndrome a little bit and did it. But yeah, you need those people in your corner that like push you to do things. Sometimes you just
Mhm.
are like a little afraid to do yourself?
Yeah. No, I totally agree. Like the my friends and I always joke, it's like you got to go in with the confidence of a straight white man and just do
My
it.
God,
Like,
truly, right? Like just live life that way.
yeah. Like it's I think you're like it happens all the time with like my like female friends, like my girlfriends, they're always like, oh, like I don't know if I'm good enough for this, or I don't whatever. Like, and I'm like, there's a straight white man out there that is doing this terribly, and he crap. Like, just do it, like, because you're gonna be better.
For real though, I mean, facts.
Yeah, like
I love
just
this. Good reminders to us all. What is one thing you're loving right now?
I think naps.
Oh, love naps.
Really, I have been like napping a lot more.
Good
Like,
for you,
I'm like, I'm gonna take a quick like 15-20 minute nap before I go to the gym, and then like it's kind of nice. It's like feeling rested. Wild.
right? Naps are where it's at. I
Yeah.
want to live a life that always incorporates naps. Like currently
Yeah.
my day-to-day doesn't, but I'm like, that's the life I want to live. So I could just take
Yeah.
a midday nap if I want to,
Dream. Bring back the siesta.
right? Make your own siestas,
Yeah. Uh,
but love
yeah.
a siesta
It's like a new start to the day. It's like
for real.
you woke up, it was a bad day, just take a nap. It's a whole new day.
Right? And you feel so refreshed. I feel like I can conquer the
Yeah,
world after I take a good nap.
absolutely.
This has been so fun. I love that you've just shared all of your stories with us, transparent, authentic, and we covered all of the messy middle of learning something, which is sometimes the hardest part for people when they're learning something new or like
Yeah.
even thinking about trying to learn something new. And good reminder to us all that it can be fun. It's good. It's important to take time for fun. And I know it can be humbling because I've gone through that with learning new things and a little
Okay.
chaotic, but
Yeah.
beautiful. So thank you so much. This has been
Thank
a great
you.
way to wrap up the year. It's not our last episode of the year, but a great way to end the year. And I think it's going to inspire a lot of people as we go into the next year.
Well, thank you so much for having me. This was a lot of fun. Also, congrats on this podcast. Like, it's going on multiple years now.
I
That's,
know. It's almost 3. It'll be 3 in February.
yeah. Wow. Seriously, you should be proud. I'm so happy for you. And thank you for having me. Honored to be a guest.
So happy to have you
Truly.
here. And thank you for hyping me up. Where can listeners find you?
They can find me at Manu, Manu, push play on Instagram, on TikTok, on SoundCloud, um, hopefully soon Apple Music. Um, and if they want to follow my personal one, it's Jose Salgado, also on Instagram. You can find my actual DJ set on my SoundCloud, and I will be posting more mixes eventually when I
I
get to
love
it.
this. We'll link these in the episode description so people can easily find you, listen to your tunes evenally. And in the meantime, Jose has a lot of great content on his socials, so you will not be disappointed if you follow.
You're gonna love it or hate it. There's no in
I
between.
I always get a good, I mean, I get like a good laugh and I feel seen when I see the content. Like I just laugh
Good.
out loud because sometimes you're just saying the thing that people aren't saying or that we need to hear. And I am living for it.
If there's one thing I have, it's opinions.
You're pretty funny too. It's like your day in the life is what I appreciate. I'm like, look
Oh,
at him with his garden and now he's making a drink. And
literally the only reason I have my garden is so I can put the ingredients into drinks.
I mean, why else?
Oh, I should make a cocktail with that.
I mean, it's like you're just sustainability, right?
Yeah, you're right. There you go.
Thank you all for listening. I love you all. Talk soon.
Music done by Marco. You can find him at midnight, MIDNITE_mind80 on Instagram.